valve right here. Come down and get your valve. This is your valve.
Okay.
You want to catch it to the right. Is off. To the left, it's on. That's all you need to worry about with this one, is make sure that it's to the right when you're doing your winterizing for that.
Okay.
When you do your gas, when you're doing gas, make sure that you're always fill the tank up and you put Lucas fuel stabilizer in it.
Okay.
Okay, we did that.
With the Lucas fuel stabilizer, what that's going to do is keeps your gas from going bad on you.
Okay, so that's done and the tank is full, so we're good on that.
So then we come down here, make sure all these are closed, because those are going to be filled with a little bit of antifreeze in them.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have to come to the water heater. The water heater, you want to empty it out. Since you guys put water in it to clean it, you felt that pressure there?
Mm-hmm.
You pull this off, let it empty out.
Okay.
Then all the water would drain out on this. Then keep this loose until summertime. Then at summertime, put a crescent wrench on it, tighten it up to where it's not going to loosen up. Okay. Make sure that you...
Quick question though on that, because we never got it to work, the water heater.
Yeah.
So it's possible this needs to be replaced.
This piece here may need to be replaced, or these need to be reconnected.
Well, it didn't work because we didn't fill the tank. We didn't fill up the water tank. We didn't know how.
But it was full though.
Automatically,
No?
yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, the holding tank was full.
This had water in it.
Okay.
When I pulled it off the last
Okay.
time, it had water in it.
Okay. All right.
So it automatically fills up
Okay.
when you hook up to that system right there.
So there's not like a pump or a valve or anything that you need to activate on this thing? Okay.
Not when you're dry docking or like they technically call it docking in a RV park.
Okay.
When you put the water, that force automatically fills the system up.
Okay.
All right. You've already did the black water, so that's another. Make sure you're doing. This is your generator. Typically, if these things work.
And it did. We took out the fuse, only because it wouldn't shut off.
In fact, I'll go get it to see if it might help him diagnose the problem. I have the fuse.
Oh, you do?
Yep. That
Cool.
would be good. So, in here, we don't need to start this one, luckily. You have a drain pipe. See this thing here?
Yeah.
Oh, no, that's not the one that I need. Ah, well,
What's that?
that's the air throttle. Let's see your fuse real quick.
It'll kick on. Oh,
No.
didn't do it that time.
Battery's low for some reason. So with this one, you want to, because this is going directly into your fuel tanks.
It's doing something in here. It's trying to ignite.
Oh, the refrigerator is. The refrigerator's trying to turn on. Pause your
Okay.
two side batteries, so you could probably start the vehicle up and start it.
And then this will start?
Yeah. Two things you want to check on this. Always check the oil. Make sure the oil's in all the way up, because these don't run very good without oil.
Okay, alright.
And
Do you know what kind of oil to put in there?
This is just standard
30, like
Yeah. 5W30 would work.
530. Okay.
And
It's
gonna,
only gonna take a small bit.
yeah.
Fill it.
So you take one, you take a half,
Okay.
take a quart, you fill it up, and keep checking it.
Is this the filter?
That's the oil filter. Yep.
Does that need changed?
Yeah, it would need change, but first we're gonna. Well, eventually, when we start to do some actual work on this thing, then we'll address all the problems that are going on with it, because we want to find out when it's why it's not shutting down.
Yeah, that's the first time we've ever been able to put the fuse in without it just kicking on.
True.
Probably because the key's not in it.
No.
Oh.
Well.
Just in case.
No, because even when we took the keys out that day, we were like,
we could not shut the thing off. Period.
So it was automatically firing up.
Yes. Yeah. Yes.
the car was running. I turned off the car.
Did it seem like did it seem like the starter was still going?
Well, we didn't even turn the damn thing on. It kicked itself on, and then we couldn't manually turn it off, and we couldn't turn it off inside. We had to pull the spark plug. So then when we put the plug back in,
This is where I put the fuse at right there.
When we put it back in, it would it'd kick.
It'd start firing up.
Oh
again.
yeah.
So that means this sounds like the starter might be locked.
That's probably.
Or the button in there might be locked on.
Okay, that probably sounds right.
Now I can't get this damn thing to
Don't want to drive away and forget that the fuse is still sitting there.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was. What the hell now? That thing's locked.
Oh well.
Those things.
It's okay, I'll work on it.
Okay.
You guys go ahead.
So we've made sure this is empty. Now, we know that the white water's empty, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Because we dumped it out. There's another way to dump the white water. You have to climb down here and locate. Where is the white water bottle? So these are the gray tanks. Let's see. Oh, it would be on the other side. Okay. What we're looking for is a downspout. Down pipe. That's the gas tank. This is the black water right here, it looks like. No, the black water would be right over the toilet. Which one is this? This might be your white water tank, but apparently it does not have. Yeah. This is the white water. So it no. Is there a sink over here?
Yeah, the shower.
The
shower's about right here.
Yeah.
Okay, so so that's the shower. That's the tank for the shower, gray water. And then there's a gray water over there. So where?
And this big part here, is that the water tank? For the...
Mhm.
Is that all a tank?
No, that's the gas tank.
Oh wow.
Yeah, you got a huge gas tank. But they go.
Yes, she is.
They go through a lot of. So where the fuck is the white water?
That's probably a good thing. I'm used to earthquakes.
Does it seem like where's your gas cap at? Right there.
No, other side.
What's this?
That's
Storms.
Take it. Yeah.
That's a good question. I forget.
Pretty lucky here. We don't get
Oh, that's the out. The water, the pressure that shoots out. Do you have the keys?
Yeah.
That's the water pressure that shoots out.
Well, like whenever you connect.
Okay, that's fill holes.
Fill, yeah, sorry.
So that's.
That shoots out. That's the one.
It does shoot out at us. I noticed it shoots out when I put water in it.
Are we needing to open that?
So this must be the white. No, it can't be the.
That's okay. I mean, we emptied
Well,
it on the
this
other
must
side.
be the white water tank then. It has to be. So this is the white water tank right here.
I want to say it's like 70 gallons,
Yep, this is about that.
something like that.
So it has its. Okay, so everything drains out
On that other side.
on that other side.
Yeah.
So that's good news. So basically, all three of those things. One of them the one that comes all the way from the right side, that's the white water.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's good news. So we don't have to worry about that. All that drains out that drainage pipe. Let's see. Final thing to do on the outside. Disconnect the positive battery.
Okay.
So, yep, I need it open.
Now we know what these clips.
Gosh, I know. What a lifesaver. Watched you do it one time like that. Makes a lot of sense. It's
Okay.
not a bag holder.
So, this one looks like you need a 1/2 inch or a crescent wrench. You want to disconnect this battery so that you don't start it. Are we done for the? Is
Yeah.
it ready? Okay. So we'll disconnect that. Let me get a tool real quick.
Thanks.
Yeah, you can pause it.
Like a household toolkit. It's really small.
Yeah.
But it's about this. It's got a hammer in it. It's got nails in it. It's got little small ratchets in it.
Cool.
And it's got crescent wrenches in it.
Yeah.
Those are handy.
Keep that in the trailer. That's an automatic thing that you want to make sure that you keep in the trailer.
Okay.
The other thing you want to keep in the trailer is a tire repair kit.
Okay.
Because when you're up in the mountains and you get a flat tire
No
Yeah.
fun.
and it's punctured or something, the only way you're going to take care of it is putting a tire repair kit in it and having some kind of air compressor.
Okay.
My favorite thing, if you're a Costco person,
Not yet. Makes sense to join them though. We haven't yet.
you haven't joined Costco?
No, I don't know what we just.
That's it. We're not talking
I
about
know.
We can't be.
I
fair.
used to have a Costco. It's in Nampa. It's not like it's too far to drive for no. I don't know why we don't.
But, yeah.
They're putting in.
Costco has this wonderful little Jumpstart battery.
Oh, I've
It's
seen it.
done
yeah.
by Cat.
Mhm.
And it says Cat. It says Cat on it. That's the best one I have ever had. I have had a lot of different Jumpstart kits, and none of them have been anywhere near as good as that.
Caterpillar.
Yeah, it says Cat on it.
Okay.
So just let it sit down.
Okay.
Wait. Oh, I didn't see that. So you just.
You
Just
take
like-
it off, sit it down on the
Okay.
ground.
All right. Perfect.
So now the car won't start. Now none of the systems on the inside will continue to drain your battery. So next year, you open it up, you put the thing back on it, you tighten it down, it'll fire right up.
Cool.
It may take a little bit because this is a older style of vehicle and it needs that
Warm up.
warm or well actually it needs that fuel removal.
Okay.
Removal.
All right. Should we do some dumping?
So now we do the dumping.
So you said it's safe to do it in the toilet.
Yep. So and I would just dump that whole bottle in the toilet.
I'll do the toilet if you guys want to do the same.
Okay. And probably around springtime when we decide if it's warm enough to take it out again, we'll have you come out again, and we'll pay you for that to show us, how to do the
Start up.
and just maybe if we have any interest in learning how to do the pilot light on the stove.
Those are pretty simple. Yeah, I can show you all of those.
Okay. And then
Make sure you pour. Never mind. So then what we're doing is we're making sure the P-trap's getting full of antifreeze.
okay.
That's the thing that we're worried about. We've already cleaned all the hoses out. So now we go. You dumped that whole thing in the toilet,
Yeah.
right? Okay. So now we go. This has a P-trap as well. If I can figure out how to open it. Make sure we dump some in here.
Our son lives in here for a few months, so we'll make sure that it's cleaned up for next time we come.
Well, I'm not really worried about the dirtiness. I mean, if you just got this, it's going to take a little bit to get it figured out, set up, right?
Yeah.
But so this bottle, you want to make sure that you spread it kind of evenly out among all the drain pipes so that you have it.
Okay.
What excess is going will go into your gray tank,
Okay.
which will stop the gray tank from freezing up.
Okay.
So don't be afraid
To use a bit.
to use it,
Okay.
Just blast it and let it do its job.
Okay.
Then around January,
It's pretty
February,
cold.
and it's getting really cold again,
half and half, or all of in this.
Just take that one and again go through all your sinks, bathroom sink,
Okay.
shower, these sinks, and just dump it in there. Just
And the toilet should be fine.
your toilet is way fine now.
Okay.
You dumped a whole gallon in there, you should be more than enough. And it really doesn't, it's not extremely that expensive. So, we're all good.
Yeah, there's, you know, in spring when we're ready to bust this thing back out, there's little things like we started to take this thing off and it was a mess trying to put it back on. We must be doing it wrong.
What do you
So-
mean taking it off?
Well, just like making
pulling
it
it
come
down.
out, and then it should roll back in, and we were struggling with that.
Everything's a pain in the ass on this thing. It's not a smooth process.
See that right there?
Yeah,
That's your rope to pull it out.
right. And I've got the little,
Hook.
yeah, and it's in there.
The antenna goes up whenever it wants to when we're driving, and yeah, there's a lot of stuff.
The antenna goes up?
Well, we messed with it just to try to get the antenna. We were going to try to get the TV to go, but that didn't work. So when we went to screw it back down, the antenna started turning sideways, and it was facing out.
Okay, did you figure this piece out?
Yeah. We
Yep.
did figure that out.
So the heater, the literal heater, we never got that to work.
The furnace?
Furnace, yeah. Probably because the
I don't know if this was an electronic furnace or not.
No, no, come on. Come big.
Where is your furnace at here? No, that's just a interesting storage compartment. Oh, that's your power source.
it's got a thermostat right there on the wall, right here.
Yeah, but that doesn't. Where the hell? Well, actually, let's go on the outside and see where the furnace is hooked up at.
It wouldn't matter to us, except for, like I said, my son was living in it.
Yeah,
He couldn't
it
get
got
the-
cold.
Got too cold. Couldn't get the water to get warm on him, so he's like, "This sucks. It's cold and can't turn the heater on."
This is your refrigerator, so this is your furnace exhaust. So it's right underneath the refrigerator.
Okay.
So it must be completely electric. It's starting valve.